Favor de ver a uno de los atendientes del teatro. Muchas gracias y esperamos que disfruten del espectáculo de hoy. お客様へご案内申し上げます。このショーでは水を使用した特殊効果が行われます。特にグリーンのベンチは水しぶきがかかる地域とされています。それではこれからのショーをごゆっくりお楽しみください。
แม่ตัวนี้อ่ะ
會大坑啊！ 假的啦！
Now, who's got my golf ball out there? Who's got it? Hold it up nice and high. And those people are trying to steal my golf ball. No, that's all right. We might actually need these people. Here, bag this. Brothers and sisters! It's right here. I can see this. I've only got one eye. Tiny. When I say take his head off, take his head off. Take his head off.
看上面， 看上面，有没有看见？
He's got water and he is kicking our butts. Who trained these guys? That was sunfish. You are not going to ruin my plans for Dryland. You kill net, need a freak. You're a freak. Weapon! Weapon! I need a weapon!
Hey, boss! How about this?
Right! All right, let's go, Melon. Just you and me. Manoi Muto. Let's find out who's the real chicken of the sea.
You got something on your face. Mariner! I think you got it.
You've got something on your back. Why is he still alive? I want him dead. You, too. Hey, do us a big favor and stand in one spot. And what's wrong with this thing? No, not my skyboat. Adios, cousins!
Mariner? Mariner!
This again? Somebody flag my ship! How do you like that, Helen? All my men are dead. See that ladder? Start climbing. Climb the ladder! I've got a brand new vision! I don't think so. Seconds? Take this! Go pack, Helen. I've got a little unfinished business to take care of. Come on, fish boy! Let us decide the fate of the new world! You can't beat me, you pathetic freak! I've got your woman, killed your friends. Who's gonna stop me now, you? I don't think so. You don't have a leg to stand on. Boy, Deacon of Waterworld, celebrate the birth of a new nation. Dryland is my destiny.
Deacon!
Hey, what? Helen? Helen? No. No. I'm not dying!
On right now is called New York Street. Sony was here not too long ago shooting scenes from their film Spider-Man 2, which was recently released. Also, MGM's film Sleepover was out here shooting some scenes that's going to be released next. Now, you've probably seen this street in countless films and television shows over the years. Take a look up at your screen to see our New York Street. to come out here. They put up trees, mailboxes, traffic signs, street signs, just to make it look like any giant. Have more control over sound and lighting than these exterior sets can provide. Now, when we do need more control over sound and lighting, we do something here in Hollywood. We build an entire city block inside a soundstage. That's exactly what we've done at the soundstage we're stopped at right now.
Military unit near the 200-block of
So sorry you had to see that. Oh wow. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, it's King Kong. Oh no, he's got a hold of the bridge cable. Alright, folks, the back road's actually closed, so we're gonna go over the bridge. Is this safe? Beth, I don't... Okay, so we're gonna go over the bridge right now, folks. If you just look over to your right, you get a great shot of our Metropolitan sets that we're seeing a little bit. So be able to get off the bridge here. Back in 1915, it was actually built in the 1970s. Now, since its construction, it's been used for television shows like Quantum Leap, The $6 Million Man, and The Bionic Woman. Now, you can see it put itself back together again right now. It's actually on a hydraulic system. Bit of a flood here, but on the count of 3, I'm going to ask you all to yell, "Part the waters." This is only going to work if you all do it, okay? On the count of 3, part the waters. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Part the waters!
Did it work? Yeah, it did. Alright, you guys, we're actually going to drive through. This is, of course, the parting of the Red Sea inspired by the 10 Commandments, starring Charlton Heston. As we drive through, I'm going to ask you all to... It's a pretty cool shot.
什么来了？
Monster movies had 3 things in common. They had the dreary weather, the gothic cast. Alright, you guys, it's probably, we get some California tremors here. It's probably nothing to worry about. Okay, everybody hold on tight. This could be the big one. Just remain calm. Because they've caught the shark. You can actually see him over there hanging up on the right. But there is a police diver in the water right now doing a final sweep of the ocean before reopening the beach to the public. I think that might be... Can you guys see the diver out there? His name's Officer George. He's a really, really great guy. He's got a great wife, great kids.
看一下。
There he is. Bubbling up. Hi, Officer George. He's a great guy, you guys. He's just excellent.
真的来看吗？
Oh no.
大白鲨啊，没有看到大白鲨。
Looks like there's another shark in the water. Okay, can we warn Officer George? Look out. Officer George. Oh no. Oh jeez. It's horrible. Well, he had a lot of guts to be out there, and there they are. Okay, I think what we're going to do is we're going to hide behind these highly explosive tanks of gas, because that just seems like a great idea. Now we know that there's some bait over there in the yellow barrel, so hopefully... Oh, he's taking the bait, you guys. We should be completely fine. Oh, guys, he's taking the pier. All over there. Oh, well, I know the sharks are afraid of fire, so I'm sure we're fine. I'm sure we'll be okay. Oh.
来了来了。
Jeez. film The Three Amigos. Lightning comes from overhead light fixtures, and the rain comes from overhead sprinkler systems. See, we shoot the water directly up into the air so that it gives the illusion of natural falling rain. Hear the thunder from our department? Alrighty, I hope that kind of clears some things up for you. Just wanted to show you how we can do some special weather effects here in Hollywood. You can turn off the rain, guys. Thanks. Alright, we're done with the rain. Okay, no, okay, there's a flash flood headed straight for the trim. Everybody hold on tight, you should be fine. Don't worry about it.
哇，淹大水了。Woo!
That was our flash flood. It's created when we release thousands of gallons of recycled water from the top of the hill. It's been seen in our disaster film Earthquake starring Charlton Heston. And more recently than that, it was used in Big Fat Liars starring Frankie Muniz and Amanda Bynes. Look at it in action. Right here on the right. Now, back in the day of the older movies in the early 30s and 40s, we used to use things like trapped feathers for snow. We now use something... That's right, it was used in The Great Outdoors starring John Candy and Dan Aykroyd. It was also used in the television show Coach starring Craig T. Nelson. Now behind you, you're going to see one of the largest backdrops in the world, and underneath it, an area that is usually filled with water. This is called our Falls Lake. Falls Lake has been used in countless movie finales here at Universal.
A very threatening monster that could frighten a modern-day audience. Luckily, I had my buddies up at George Lucas's Industrial Light and Magic on my side. For Mummy, ILM used a combination of live-action footage of actor Arnold Vosloo with computer-generated images.
And drive through. I've heard something about a curse or a haunting or something, but we're just going to drive through and see what we experience. Hold on tight. Experience this together. Yes. Now, before closing things up, I'm going to turn things over to our special guest of the day, Mr. Ron Howard.
Universal's founder, Carl Lindbergh.
什么？假的。这里只有人是真的，所有东西都假的。等一下啦。走啊。
No, okay. Ladies and gentlemen, rule number 2. When you see the bad guy, the Green Goblin, I want you to boo. I want you to hiss. I want you to throw your small children at him, okay? I'm just kidding, ma'am. My parents used to throw me around like that, and it wasn't fun. I don't think you want them to come out like this. Hey! Now, all right, let's try. 1, 2, 3, Green Goblin! Spider-Man! Yeah! Green Goblin! Spider-Man! All right, everybody, start stomping your feet. Let's get this show started. Come on, start stomping your feet. Get a little golf clap. Everybody, get a golf clap. A little loud.
New York, a city with a million stories. And who am I? Just one of them.
Where have all the good men gone and where are all the gods? Where's the streetwise Hercules to find the rising?
Space Goblin, you need a timeout.
Are you ready? Are you ready for this? Are you hanging on the edge of your seat? Out of the doorway, the bullets rip. Beat to the sound of the beat. Look out!
I'll get you now, insect.
Technically, it's arachnid.
Technically, this is a pumpkin bomb. Stand still.
You wanna play God? Game on!
Another one bites the dust. 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 Hey, 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 hey.
My time's over. Spider-Man, that precious little girlfriend of yours was almost mine. Who needs Spider-Man? I do!
Good God, no. What is it good for? Yeah, we'll see. Yeah, what is it good for?
Now, Spider-Man, you die!
Now, Goblin, you die!
有一个人不敢玩妈咪哦。
不是有个人不敢玩，就是哥哥他挖很大坨，你看。
他说他长大以后自己来这边念书再来玩。
谢谢。 As you step onto the escalator, stand in the fixed forward at all times around the holding the handle. Do not sit on step.
Alright. Now hold still. There's your actress.
你看那个鸟
He's
去
gonna go up there, he'll pause for a couple photographs. Thanks, lady, enjoy the show. Okay, someone over here with a $20 bill. The cheap seats. Go ahead and stand back up again, ma'am. Put your arm out to your side one more time. Tell you what, let's make it easier on the bird. Go ahead and put out both arms. Now you flap real hard and come down and get it. One arm out, palm upward like a little landing pad. Sparky, take it on back to her. She's a good sport. When you place it in your hand, grab it quickly. Oh, that's Sparky. Thank you, ma'am. Good job, Spark. Hey, come here a second, John. I got an idea. Hey, lady, whip out that dollar again. It's a joke. Now, if you try to get a picture of Arrow as she swooped down, you probably realize that's a very difficult shot for a cameraman to try to capture a bird in flight. Well, I'm going to let you in on a little Hollywood secret. I'm going to show you how we get those shots for the movies with the help of this giant fan, this green screen, and we'll bring out our stunt bird. This is Baby, our blue and gold macaw. Gary will place Baby into a strong current of wind we're talking about.
看那个鸟，
鸟跟在他家一样。
你看，你看，你看荧幕。
A beautiful fly by, baby. Nice job, Gary.
那一只想要上镜头。
Yeah, thanks for stopping by. Animal you most commonly see in the animal planet. Now, there's a few basic behaviors that every dog needs to know before they get a job on the set. Things like, good, can you sit up? Come on, lie down, get on your side, and play dead.
Show us people over there. Yeah, bring it back over here. Come out there, give everybody out there a big kiss for me. Juicy. Let me see the lips again though, I have an idea. Look, it's Mick Jagger. Hey, don't be embarrassed. You're doing good, Mick Jagger. Now it's an exciting show. Everybody's laughing and having a good time.
他想睡觉，阿明他想睡觉。
You tell everybody what you really think.
他想睡觉。
Come on now, sit. I really don't know what's wrong with him. He's making fun of me? I think you owe me an apology. How about a half a Harry?
How about a handful of Star Wars Wars Leaders and your host, Mr.
Mr. Dave Wagner.
That's our show, folks. Thanks for coming out and taking Animal Planet live. And remember, life is better with animals. Have a great night. Bye-bye.
Thank you, David. Thank you once again, folks, for joining us here.
刚才有人拍你的后面，仿佛。
这里是哪里？孙艺成？啊？丹麦城呐，你都在睡觉，坐车都在睡觉。
好，不要自己照。现在你们两个照相都不可以自己照，因为底线不够。
这样在阳光下会裂。就是的。反正在这里就可以。
孙庆远，这里是哪里？
这是美国。
美国哪里？
美国的旧金山。
不是，还没到。
美国的。
最后一点。还不是。
美国的。
孙庆元。这里是哪里？
这里是美国的什么贩卖俗城？
丹麦城。什么贩卖城？你都没有在听导游讲话。
因为我是个笨导游。在哪里打牌？Yeah, I got the tickets in my hand.
这里是乐士古堡的游客中心。
United States in 1850, much of the land passed from Mexican ownership to United States citizens. 15 years later, in 1865, George and Phoebe Apperson Hearst, William Randolph's parents, purchased the Pedro Blanca, San Simeon, and Santa Rosa ranchos. William Randolph Hearst, born in San Francisco, California in 1860, square kilometers of property, which then included 50 miles or over 80 kilometers of...
Included lions, leopards, tigers, and cheetahs. The bear cages were the most modern of the time. They provided more...
so that Mr. Hearst, his guests, and his employees could live in comfort. Homes were built at Sandalman who worked on the ranch, in the orchards, or at the poultry farm. From the reservoir, one pipeline serves the castle, and the second serves the ranch buildings and
The landing, we'll talk about the tour just a bit. Tour, I didn't have a chance. I like enthusiasm. That's great. We're going to have some fun today. So I guess now would be a good time to say hello. Hi. How many of you are Californians? How's the view? Sort of warm up here, the fog is packed. And that's a lot of what's going on here. He's trying to impress you as you drive up the hill to his beach house. I keep saying his beach house. Estates, not counting the 30 smaller homes that Mr. Hearst had. And he never called this a castle. He called this the ranch at San Simeon. If Hearst had invited you to his castle, you would have had to get on a boat, make your way over to the United Kingdom, to his little hideaway in San Simeon. Now, have you all seen the movie down at the bottom? Everybody seen that already? Yep. So you have some idea of who he was. The University of California at Berkeley with a degree in civil engineering. She wanted to be an architect, but Berkeley didn't offer architecture back then, so she took a degree as an engineer. Went off to study at the École des Beaux-Arts, where she was denied admittance. They'd never had a woman attend. Not at all. Well, it depends on where you are. That end's 10 feet. This end's 3. Got everybody here? Let me tell you a little bit about the swimming pool. It gets stained. Keep in mind that this project was going... What?
Oh, 很危险哦，不要去哦。
超级深的，啊，那里也很浅。游到这里，游到这里就大
这下练像加油啊！
By the way, if anyone's tired, you may sit in this wicker furniture. Or in the Kay's lounge over there. If there's any... I said his dad started out with 40,000. He had continued to buy adjacent property until the heyday of this ranch, and I'm talking about the 1930s. Now, I know if you don't deal in acreage, that's kind of difficult to imagine. I just took out my calculator and converted that to miles so I can understand that a little bit better. How would you like your beach house in California to have 397 square miles of private property? That would include your 50 miles of private beach. Great place to raise kids. Come on up here. You get an invitation to come up to the ranch. And you're thinking, oh man, I'm going to have to sleep in a sleeping bag and I'm going to have to cook on an open fire. And you come up and find the old swimming hole at the ranch. I think he might get your attention. Hepburn. And Kate's response was, I've seen a ranch. Because if you didn't know what's going on here, you wouldn't have any idea. But eventually it did become known. And it became the social center of Hollywood. If you were anyone important, if you wanted to make it Hollywood, eventually you would have to come up here to the ranch. This makes me extremely happy. Yeah, me too. That's about a 20-foot fall to concrete. They're heading that way. You and your little boy come with me and we'll head to the restaurant.
Okay.
这里是哪里？赫氏古堡。
这里是赫氏古堡。
之前有个人偷摸物件。他讲国语你也听不懂吗？我已经跟他讲了。
Something Egyptian, put the whole world into Egyptomania. First had to have the best. Sekhmet was the right hand of the sun god Ra. She was his enforcer, she was the giver of life. That's why she has the head of a lion and the body of a woman. This young lady is about 3,400 sitting outside of Mr. Hirsch's garden. And an important part of the whole layout of the hilltop is this Renaissance idea of symmetry and balance. Everything's balanced out. And I think this is a good example. If you stand here for a moment and look at this, you have Sekhmet. Right here, vertical line in the middle of two stairways going up on either side, with posts on either side. She has a naturally occurring vein of pink feldspar going through them on the diagonal. Nice little arcade over the top with his name is Cecile Bruder Rosen. One is blooming already. In a few months, it will all be the same color pink. So you have a perfectly balanced location. And Julia Morgan has built a really nice little art deco fountain to go around using We're going to see the largest. In fact, the next stop we make inside the building in the main assembly room, that whole building we just left will fit inside the one room.
Did you hear the man?
We think it's about 73,000 square feet. In architectural style, tough one. We use this kind of generic term of Mediterranean revival, but it really is a mixture of all kinds of different things. Plateresque, it's got mission revival, some Spanish, an entire village. And if this were a village and you had the houses of more important people in the central plaza or piazza, what kind of a building do you think it's San Diego? You ask her to use tiles to color up the sky. For those of you from Los Angeles, that's what the sky's supposed to be. Each tower has a carillon of 18 bells, 36 in total, and they are placed electronically to the central keyboard. I'll show you a little bit later in the theater. The darker part, the gable part, we're not real sure where he got the idea for that. We know he was looking at pictures of churches in Spain that had carved cornices like this, but to me it looks a lot like the mission in Santa Barbara, California. So either way, he couldn't have one of those, so he simply had one made. This is carved for him in San Francisco by a master woodcarver named Jules Lupo. It is solid teak wood, and the teak goes all the way down the sides and across the back. But if you were a guest, you might not have noticed it. You'd be busy having fun. A whole bunch of designs for fun. All day long, do whatever you want. Gosh, get up in the morning, maybe go swimming in the Neptune pool. Go for a swim with Johnny White. ceremonies before they're moving. Or maybe you'd like to play tennis. There are 2 tennis courts out in back. You can practice beforehand with Big Phil Tilden. He just won the U.S. Open and has been invited to spend a few weeks with the guests here. Too much work? Maybe you'd like to just stroll to the world's largest private zoo. Hundreds of animals. They feed the polar bear every afternoon in Central California. That's what it's like. What I'm saying is have a great time. That's what it's for. Enjoy
难得
yourself.
乖乖坐在那里
You
让
only
你
have
拍
a
到
couple。small social obligations. Mr. Hearst would like all of his guests to join him for cocktail hour in the assembly room, dinner in the refectory, and a movie in the theater. 'As you let your eyes inches off of your camera, be kind of tricky in here. We have a lot of flashes going on at one time. And thinking of the darkness of the room, it is dark. Probably would have been brighter at Mr. Hearst's time. I don't know how bright, I wasn't here, but I can tell you there's room for 300 light bulbs. And we put in museum bulbs, they're about 25 or 30 watts. We've actually turned off the bank next to the tapestries and put the, what do you call the UV protecting film over the windows. Imagine if Hearst had used 100-watt light bulbs. It's going to be a lot brighter in here. It's an interesting thing that we find here as historians and guides. When we talk to people who have been here as guests, when we read autobiographies, we're probably looking at Carol Lombard in the back of the strapless dress. So that's the answer. They're looking at each other. You have the most interesting people in the world here. You can walk into this room after your horseback ride, and you might notice these 16th century Flemish tapestries, but then you see a cloud of cigar smoke, and well, here's Winston Churchill sitting here. And you can just sit down right next to Mr. Churchill and chat with him from a social situation. Unless he's talking to Calvin Coolidge and her wife, her husband, Clark Gable. Or maybe you're sidetracked with the music down there. Is that Irving Berlin playing here? Or it looks like a secret passage. It's not really. It's a big old doorknob. He would come in here, and he's going to circulate. Now, one of the things we think is possible about this secret passage idea is you're so busy looking at everyone else 100 years. The assembly room is primarily Renaissance, a lot of horizontal lines. This room is primarily Gothic. So you see a lot of typical. So the ocean here, the praying hands are, takes your eye up to heaven. The windows do the same thing. The flags continue. In fact, this room is 28 feet wall to wall. How tall do you think? 27 inches. It's 6 inches shorter than it is wide. It's just a great job of optical illusion with all these vertical lines making it seem tall. We actually measured it. Has anyone been to the Palace? Usually I have 1 or 2 people that have been there. This wild horse race has been going on for hundreds of years to celebrate Siena being spared for play. It still goes on today. And these are the colors of the various districts of Siena. Probably the precursor of jockeys. He's a king and Daniel's interpreting his dreams. This is a mace. And a mace is more like a Lord Mayor would have. It's a symbol of civic authority and an elected official. This came from Dublin, Ireland. It's the youngest piece of the mace, about 100 years old. We have to keep it in the case because it's only sterling silver. Do you think you're going to fight it? Go on. Well, I call it a theater. Perhaps movie palace might be more appropriate. Fairly typical of theaters back in the 1930s. I don't think many of them were using 17th century Italian silk damask on the wall. But you still get the general idea. In fact, if many of you are from Los Angeles, you might have gone to the Pantages or Grand Chinese or the old Egyptian one was there. Very similar.
Look at the marble ladders.
In your Roman
It took 8 tile setters 3.5 know how to swim. It was not a popular sport. This pool is a flat bottom, 10 feet deep. The curvature is an optical illusion, the refraction of the light. Even though there's a shallow alcove off to the side that Hearst called the sissy pool, it's a straight drop to 10 feet. And of course, this rail wasn't here. If you couldn't swim, this pool would terrify you. One of the guests said it would be an elegant place to drown.
这个叫船长巨石，就那一个啊。现在是全世界最大的冰河时期留下来的整块的岩石，它从冰河时期留到现在，遗迹。颗最远那一颗有没有？看起来像一只金刚躺着睡觉，这一颗。叫做船长，不要动我！叫船长巨石，这颗
像一个金刚躺在水里。
对。
这个锤子这就。
这里是优胜美地国家公园。
哦，谢谢孙庆远同学给我们介绍。那告诉我们，这是优胜美地国家公园的哪里？
这里是优胜美地国家公园的停车场。
的停车场。
这是观光。
那个。
这里是的停车场。
船长巨石啦。
船长巨石很像。
在哪里？你指给我看。
很像一个大金刚在睡觉。
哦，真的，我看一下。哦，对呢，我看一下。
还有一个鼻子。
对对对对，哦对。
对手还这样子。